What is organization? Well, organization is having things arranged in a systematic way on a large scale, or having one's affairs in orders as to deal with them efficiently. But I've noticed that organization has almost been colloquialized with being neat and clean. At least in my life, I've noticed that. As a child, I was always held to a standard that your room will always be clean, ready to entertain guests, because Lord knows when my mom would want the neighbors over to have a house party. Now, I believe that not everyone organizes their thoughts, their belongings, their affairs in the same way. There's several different ways to do one task, so why should we limit ourselves to having those tasks managed in only one way? Imagine this, you're me, and junior year you have a physics test, and your best friend asks you if you want to study. You say yes, meet with him, and he pulls out his review, says, all right, let's get to work. You open your bag, and he looks over and says, dude, your bag's a mess. You'll never be able to find it in time. Little known to him, you know exactly where it is, because it was approximately 4 papers from the front of your bag, so you whisk it out. Now, party trick, I know, but that's just the way that my mind works. What may seem messy can actually be a way for someone to take care of their tasks or their belongings in the most efficient way for them. For instance, a cluttered room, a cluttered workspace, or otherwise can actually be used to have a creative mind space. So when you're working, you are able to think more outside the box, whereas if you were to keep everything filed and organized in folders, for instance, everything is neat and tidy, you have a more rigid mindset. For me, when I keep my space in a neat, clean environment as opposed to having everything kind of in a general spot, I feel more restricted in the way I think, and having it in a sprawled out mess almost, it allows me to bounce ideas around the room in a more efficient manner. Now, typically, organization is meant to alleviate stress, but everyone associates organization with different methods, obviously, as I've been talking about this entire time. Now, keeping everything in a file system, for me, was mentally taxing, so this was counterintuitive when people would say, organize yourself and you won't be as stressed, you won't have to worry as much. It's had the exact opposite effect. They would tell me to get folders, keep a planner, and that's just not the way my mind's wired. Now, changing to a loose group system where I keep everything in almost a clump or mass and have it in a space designated to that one particular subject, that one task I need to take care of. I'm able to think more freely as I'm not worried about keeping everything in order. Now, does this mean that this would work for you? Probably not. I feel like I'm pretty eccentric in that manner. But this took me many years to realize, but cookie cutter methods aren't always one size fits all. There are many things where this can apply, but I feel like organization isn't one of them. So, I'll leave you with this. Look at your backpack, your folder, your filing system, whatever you have tonight, and think to yourself, is there a way for me that this could be more efficient? Or are you already in the place where you're most comfortable with? Thank you.